Okay. We're recording Daniele Watts.
Hi, Gus. This is Daniele Lorise Watts. I am calling you from a place called Aspire, where I am being held on a 72-hour hold for reasons that nobody has been able to explain to me. Now, of course, this sounds like the typical girl interrupted thing, but I'm actually here on a mission to raise awareness. I know you're an investigative reporter now, and you know, I've been an actress for a while, and this is one of many roles that I am being asked to play. This time, it became apparent to me that there were some criminal-level negligences happening in Florida. When I came to see my mom, who I haven't seen in 3 years, she was on a cocktail of prescription medicine. I don't know exactly what she was taking, but there were like 20 bottles of pills next to her bed. And when I went to give her a hug, she had a bit of a panic attack and called the police. And what I thought would happen was that the police would hear both of our sides. So B-Love and I went to the bathroom. Brian James Lucas is going by B-Love now.
Yep.
We went to the bathroom and we sat and we meditated.
Yep.
And we thought for sure, because in domestic violence situations, you have to speak with both sides to assess the situation. But instead of that happening, the police officer put me in handcuffs and put me in the back of the police car.
I recorded it all, Gus.
Yeah, he has recording of it. And the number one problem with me, with that situation, is that my mother's actual mental health has always been a point of consideration that I wish the family could do more about. And I feel like I'm finally in a position to do something about it, because it seems to me that there should be some kind of mental health screening before somebody who has mental health issues should be allowed to just make a statement like my daughter battered me and not be screened in some way.
I agree.
So that's the first part, yeah. The second part is that when I was brought to Orange County Correction Facility, I was singing in the waiting room and doing yoga in the waiting room, and I was told that I couldn't do that, and so they took me to isolation, which was fine, because I understand that's what those rooms are for. But when I got there, I took my clothes off because I've done a lot of therapy with Dr. Susan Block since we talked last, and I've done a lot of research about how nudity can actually help in times of stress to balance stressful situations. And so, since I was already in the isolation room, I took my clothes off, and I was told that I would be pepper sprayed if I didn't put them back on. And then I was taken to another isolation, and I was held in isolation for, do you want to know how long it was?
It was at least a few days, because I wasn't able to contact you on video.
No, I mean, since they took me to jail, I was in isolation. How long was that?
It's been at least 5 or 6 days.
Okay, so at least, what are you saying? Because they didn't have calendars or clocks in there or anything like that. And so I was trying to explain to the people there.
They don't have calendars. They don't have those out. They have that on the street, but when you're out on the street like I have been, I haven't been able to keep track. It's been challenging to live when I've been put out on the street with nowhere to go, and no.
Right, but
Yeah. So.
Can you
Yes, please.
stay focused?
Please.
Because
Yes.
from my perspective, we are creating all of this
Yes.
so that we can share a story. So
Absolutely.
if you don't want to take responsibility for the role you play in your story, then just let me speak so
I
that
sure
I can
do.
help the story be more clear.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have 5 more minutes to speak on this phone call.
Okay.
So, and I hope that you can also send this to TMZ and the other press contacts that we have.
Okay.
The second key point is that I was held in isolation for the time that I was there, and I was fine with that. I can understand why, but no one was able to explain to me why I was a danger to myself and others, and I think that is the key point that I'm trying to raise awareness about, and I think it deserves public investigation, and especially when Stormy Daniels has been on the news so much. Dr. Susie used to call me Stormy Danielle because I have a grandmother who's 102, who was the music and fine arts director and the creator of an annual concert that went on many years after she worked there. It still goes on to this day, and her name is Zenobia Davis, and the the university is Northern Caribbean University. It was formerly West Indies College. But she, for the last 3 years since COVID, has been calling me and asking me when I'm going to teach. And I tried to explain to her that my lifestyle is kind of unconventional. She said, okay, then teach your husband. So I'm doing everything I can to teach my husband that I come from a family that has a very strong destiny. And I'm sure you've also researched the Newton Knight story about how Rachel and Newton are my great-grandfather and great-grandmother. I wrote an essay about it. If you just Google Danielle Watts, Free State of Jones, you can read all about that legacy of American freedom. But beyond that, the cause that I hope most to raise awareness about, that I also sent you a press release about for my performance art at the DeYoung Museum, is that if our country is focused on Stormy Daniels and the body and the female body being primarily a body that is an object for sale, a sex object, then I am here to be the antithesis of that. My body is a gift, just like all mothers give their children the gift of life. My body is a gift to be given away and to be seen with dignity and respect. And just like Bob Marley or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, by any means necessary, I will continue sharing this story and educating, because I don't have many other people in my life who have grandmothers who are 102 who are asking them to teach, and I have to listen to that with as much integrity as I possibly can and try and share that message. So Gus, I'm hoping that you can help with your contacts at the Washington Post to share this message. Certainly, when I asked the 4 police officers, one was named Frederick and one was named Karaskia, I asked every single one of them if I seemed like I was a danger to myself or anyone else, and they all said no. And yet they all brought me here to this place where I'm being put on a 72-hour hold, and no one here has been able to explain to me what actions, what behaviors would make it seem as though I am a danger to myself or others. And so, aside from my interest in nudity, I can't see any other reason why. And when I ask them why my nudity is a problem, they say the men. And what I explain to them is that the men who have been institutionalized and degraded and pushed out of their social status because they have human desires, those men deserve more respect as well. So I hope you can look at the Vice show. That's the controversial phone sex therapy of Dr. Susan Brock. And now they're telling me that I have to get off the phone. So, B-Love, I'm hoping that you can do everything you can to share this message, because that's why I'm here.
Yes,
and that's why
of course.
To be here as well until they release me.
I am here
because whatever danger they feel that I pose to society or whatever needs to be talked about.
I will.
Stormy Danielle.
Absolutely.
Stormy Danielle. Yeah.
I love you, love you, love you. I will give this to. I'll send this to Gus. I'll send it to Dr. Susie. I'll send it to Erica. I'll send it to TMZ. I'll send it to anyone I could possibly. I'll be honest. You know me.
All the press contacts.
Everyone. Everyone I could possibly.
Okay.
I got the check it out.
Case, there's a bunch of press contacts
I know.
Just go
I got it all
searching,
back.
okay?
I got all the Apple
I'm just
ID.
saying, if you search for the press release when the last time that was sent, okay?
Okay. I love you.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need to hear? Are you doing yoga? Are you staying clear? Are you
I'm
staying
doing
relaxed
yoga.
and calm?
I'm staying clear.
What's that?
I'm doing yoga. I'm staying clear. It's been like exactly like you said, crucifixion, but I've come out the other end of it, and I'm here so massively to support you. I'm on the same page, and
You have to support yourself first, so just make sure you're staying very calm
of
and
course,
clear, okay?
that's the only way I can make it to you. The only way you can make it to me.
Okay.
Love you. Call me as soon.
Do you have it just before I hang up, because I don't know when I'll be able to talk to you again?
Okay. Well, let me see here. No, I really don't. Now I know what's going on. I didn't know any of that. They've been keeping me like completely out of the loop. They haven't told me one thing. They just came out after they told me you're going to be released, and then they just came out saying, oh, you got sent to the mental health place. And so I now have more information. Now I have something to go share. Now I have something to go a drive, something besides just waiting. And I had found a really great place, a tent that a white crane led me to. And when I broke it down, it came back and it right to me, and it hunted an earthworm right in front of me. And I got so much video footage of just some amazing experience of like our love and how it's changing the world. And I'm right here with you, just like you're with me. And I'll talk to you soon and see you soon, and I'll get this to everybody I possibly can.
Okay.
I fucking love you, babe. You're fucking awesome.
And can you also look up the nudity laws in Florida, because I was told that the nude beaches, because there's a long precedent of nude beaches, that it's actually not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna look up the nude beaches. I'm gonna share this, and yes, got a powerful patriot, powerful goddess, strong American, one that everyone will get the opportunity to hear and listen to again, because gosh, you do so much for the world to love. Daniele Watts, I love you so much, and thanks for being such a great teacher for me. And I'm constantly, this whole 7 days of being on the streets, not having anywhere to go, I've been utilizing all the things you've been teaching me. And Gus and whoever's listening to this, this is a really grand story. Okay.